There are many exercises in calisthenics that may look cool and impressive, and you might think that they are effective, but in fact they will completely ruin your progress. So, if you are serious about making progress in calisthenics, then make sure to avoid these exercises and watch this video. What's up guys, it's Bas here from Calisthenics Family. In this video I will show you 5 exercises that you want to avoid if you want to make progress in calisthenics and also do this injury-free. For each exercise I will also show you an alternative that is effective and safe that you should be doing instead. All of these exercises can also be found with proper instructions in our Calisthenics Family workout app. Make sure to watch this video all the way to the end in order to enter this week's giveaway, and let's get started. The first exercise that you should avoid are kipping pull-ups or pull-ups with momentum. In CrossFit they are known as butterfly pull-ups, but in calisthenics I also see a lot of people using momentum to get their chin over the bar. Kipping pull-ups can allow you to perform more reps of pull-ups than you might be able to do with strict form. However, it is not as effective for building raw strength and power as strict pull-ups. It can also put a lot of strain on your shoulders, particularly if you don't have proper form and you do it too often. If your primary goal is to build maximal strength or power, you may want to focus more on strict pull-ups or other pulling exercises that emphasize slow, controlled movement. So, do strict pull-ups instead, even if it's with the help of a resistance band. Learn the proper technique to progress in a safe and effective way. This will pay off in the long run. The second exercise that you should avoid are back-to-wall handstand push-ups. Learning the handstand push-up is a goal that many calisthenics athletes have. In order to reach this goal, you have to master the progressions before. A lot of people start with pike push-ups, which is a great foundational exercise. However, a lot of people think that if they can do 10 repetitions of the pike push-up, they can go directly to the wall handstand push-ups. This is not the safe and effective way to go. Especially back-to-wall handstand push-ups are a bad choice since they do not mimic the freestanding handstand push-up in a correct way. First of all, with the back-to-wall handstand push-up, you cannot lean over your hands, which will make it less effective for your shoulders and puts a lot more strain on your triceps and elbows. Another reason why you should avoid this exercise is because your back will be arched like a banana, which puts a lot of strain on your lower back and will not teach you how to keep good posterior pelvic tilt that you need for the freestanding handstand push-up. A good and effective alternative would be the elevated pike push-up. This is because you are able to scale it easier to your level. You can focus on getting your shoulders over your hands, which will target the shoulders in the right way, and you are able to keep focus on good posterior pelvic tilt, which is essential for the freestanding handstand push-up. The third exercise that you should avoid are Superman push-ups. This kind of exercise is something that you see a lot on social media and might look cool, but is not an effective and safe way to make progress. This exercise cannot be skilled in a safe way and the progress cannot be measured in a precise way. Next to that, if you do this exercise too often, it will probably lead to injuries since the joints of the shoulder, elbow and wrist will have to absorb the force of the impact every time you land. A safe and effective alternative exercise is the explosive push-up with resistance band. This exercise is safer because you do not leave contact with the floor and thus there will be no impact on the joints. Next to that, you can also scale it much easier by getting a thicker band as you get stronger. The fourth exercise that you should avoid are sit-ups. Sit-ups work the rectus abdominis, also known as the six-pack muscle. However, sit-ups also place a lot of stress on the spine and can potentially cause lower back pain or injury if performed incorrectly. Additionally, sit-ups primarily work the rectus abdominis muscle and do not engage the other important core muscles such as the transverse abdominis, obliques and erector spinae as effectively. Hollow body holds can be a good alternative to sit-ups. Hollow body holds are a core exercise that target the entire abdominal region as well as the hip flexors and lower back muscles. This exercise involves maintaining a specific position where the body is tucked in a hollow shape with the lower back pressed into the floor and the arms and legs raised off the ground. The fifth exercise that you should avoid are handstand walks. Handstand walks can be a fun exercise to do. However, for most people that want to learn how to do a handstand hold in order to eventually unlock more advanced calisthenics skills such as handstand push-ups or the L-sit to handstand, practicing handstand walks is not effective and can even be counteractive to your progress. Most people that are walking on their hands don't do it intentionally. Instead of having the right technique and form to stay in a handstand hold, they move their hands in order to stay in an inverse position. Doing handstand walks instead of bailing out of a handstand might teach you bad technique for the handstand hold, which is very hard to unlearn. It also puts a lot of strain on your wrists, since your whole body weight in combination with the extra force of movement is put on one hand at a time. If you are new to handstands and want to learn how to do a freestanding handstand hold, the wall is your best friend. A great alternative exercise is the reverse wall handstand hold. Practicing this exercise and eventually taking one leg off the wall and alternating is a much more effective and safe way to progress. This exercise will teach you how to use your hands and fingers in order to balance without moving your hands all the time. You will also notice that you will spend much more time in the handstand position, which will also help with making faster progress. Alright guys, that's it already. These are the 5 worst calisthenics exercises that you should avoid. If you want to get started in a complete way with calisthenics, then check out our Calisthenics Family app. This app has over 500 calisthenics videos and over 40 different courses that you can take that will take you from absolute beginner to pro. You can start the programs for free, so make sure to download our app in the Google Play or App Store and give this a try. Lastly, let's get into this week's giveaway. We will give away 1 set of our Calisthenics Family wrist wraps. So, how to win? Like this video, subscribe to our channel and comment within the first 7 days after publishing this video. The winner will be announced in next week's video. This is what we gave away last video and the winner will appear right here in the screen. Congrats! Let me know which exercise you are going to avoid and which exercise you are going to implement in your workout, and we'll see you next week. Peace out.